this video from the neighborhood.
Ой, простите, ребят.
I began to pass out. Then my head hit the wall. Boom. But I had a praying grandmother.
Eric, stop fighting with the dog. You stop.
You're fucking paranoid, you are fucking, you bloody bastard, bitch, fuck you, bloody.
Кот-танкист едет на секретное спецзадание. На танке.
Good morning. My little princess.
He like it when I get drunk, but I like it when he be sober. That's top of the top, but I never fuck with beginners.
one of you dogs ate a whole quiche? It was her, wasn't it?
Who did this?
Dear my beloved audiences, today I want to tell you a story which was called The Dog and the Weather Keeper. The town of Willow Ridge was known for its unpredictable weather. 1 hour the skies gleamed with sunlight. The next they rumbled with thunder, then shifted to misty drizzle as if the clouds themselves couldn't make up their minds. Most people found it inconvenient, but not Oliver the dog. Oliver was a shaggy, cream-colored sheepdog who loved weather in all its forms: sun, rain, wind, and even snow. Each change, to him, was a new adventure. Oliver lived with an elderly man named Mr. Hawthorne, who locals affectionately called the Weather Keeper. He wasn't a meteorologist, but he spent every morning observing the sky from his little garden, measuring wind patterns, tracking cloud movements, and taking notes in a leather-bound journal that smelled faintly of rain. People joked that he understood the moods of the sky better than anyone. Every morning, Oliver joined him. While Mr. Hawthorne scribbled temperature readings, Oliver sniffed the breeze, as if he too were gathering data. Together, they formed a quiet companionship built around sky watching and simple routines. One autumn day, something unusual happened. Mr. Hawthorne, who normally rose before dawn, did not get out of bed. He lay beneath his quilt, coughing softly. Oliver nudged his hand, whining in concern. "I'm all right, old friend," the man whispered. "Just a little cold, but I suppose the weather will have to watch itself today." Oliver tilted his head. The sky outside was already shifting, dark clouds crawling slowly over the hills. A storm was coming, the kind Mr. Hawthorne usually sensed long before anyone else. Oliver paced anxiously. He felt something was off, something bigger than the storm. He nudged the door. It creaked open. Outside, the wind picked up, tugging at his fur. The air smelled of electricity. Oliver trotted to the garden where Mr. Hawthorne always made his morning notes. The journal lay on the bench, left open to a page labeled Season Shift Observations. Oliver looked from the journal to the heavy clouds. It felt wrong for the garden to stand empty. As the first rumble of thunder echoed through the valley, Oliver made a decision. He had watched Mr. Hawthorne for years, and though he didn't understand numbers or charts, he understood patterns. The way the man tilted his head when wind changed direction, the way he touched leaves to check humidity, the way he smiled when he predicted a sunny afternoon. Oliver bounded into town. The baker looked up as he passed. "Oliver? What's the rush?" But Oliver didn't stop. He ran to the post office, the market, the school, barking at anyone who would listen. He jumped, circled, barked again, looking toward the incoming storm. People exchanged puzzled glances. "Is Mr. Hawthorne sick? Should we prepare for a big storm?" a mother asked. Finally, young Toby, a boy who often played with Oliver, understood. "He's warning us," Toby said. "Just like Mr. Hawthorne does." The town reacted. Shopkeepers secured windows. Farmers brought their animals into barns. Children hurried indoors. Oliver ran back and forth until he was sure everyone had prepared. Moments later, the storm arrived. It wasn't an ordinary storm. It was fierce, roaring with wild wind and pounding rain. Willow Ridge trembled under its force. Trees bent like tired dancers, and the river swelled dangerously. But because of Oliver's frantic warnings, no one was caught outside. When the storm finally eased into gentle drizzle, Oliver raced home, soaked and shivering. Inside, Mr. Hawthorne sat up in bed, wrapped in a blanket. He smiled weakly when Oliver leapt onto the quilt. "You came back soaked to the bones," he murmured. "What were you doing out there?" Oliver barked softly and laid his head on the man's chest. Later that afternoon, neighbors knocked on the door to check on Mr. Hawthorne. They recounted how Oliver had warned the entire town. The old man's eyes filled with warmth. "Ah," he whispered, stroking Oliver's head, "seems you acted as weather keeper in my place." Oliver thumped his tail proudly. From that day on, everyone in Willow Ridge trusted Oliver's instincts. If he barked at the sky, people looked up. If he ran through town wagging his tail excitedly, they expected sunshine. And if he growled low at the horizon, They prepared for storms. Weeks later, when Mr. Hawthorne recovered, he returned to his garden with Oliver trotting happily beside him. "You did beautifully," he said, setting his journal on the bench. "Perhaps the weather has two keepers now." Oliver simply nudged his hand and looked up at the shifting sky. Clouds drifting like painted strokes, wind humming through leaves, sunlight warming the earth. To Oliver, the weather was not something to predict. It was something to feel, to embrace, to understand with the quiet intuition of a dog who loved the world in all its changing moods. And in Willow Ridge, whenever the sky changed, people smiled and said, "Let's see what Oliver thinks." The story of Oliver and the Weatherkeeper reminds us how deeply connected humans and animals can be, especially when facing uncertainty. In today's world, where people depend heavily on technology for forecasts and guidance, Oliver shows that intuition, presence, and emotional awareness are just as powerful. His ability to sense the changing weather reflects how animals often notice subtle shifts that humans overlook, not just in the sky, but in people's moods and well-being. Oliver stepping in for Mr. Hawthorne also symbolizes how, during difficult times, help can come from unexpected places. Modern life can make us feel isolated when we struggle. Yet this story encourages us to trust the bonds we build and allow others, whether people or pets, to support us. It also highlights the value of community. When Oliver warned the townspeople, they listened, cooperated, and stayed safe. In an era when individuals often move quickly and think independently, the story reminds us that collective awareness and mutual care remain essential. Finally, the tale encourages us to slow down and reconnect with the natural world. Weather is ever-changing, much like life itself, and learning to observe, adapt, and appreciate these shifts can bring clarity, resilience, and a deeper sense of belonging. If you like this video, please leave a like and subscribe. It'll really help our channel grow. But if you don't like it, then skip it, and don't forget to check out our other videos. We love you and goodbye.